So, we are the Art of Technology Service Zero. So what that means is we started 7 years ago. So we do this every year. And as you can see, it's a collection of very young Nigerians in different spheres, agri-tech, fintech, health tech, in all spheres of life. And there are different segments. You can see people are pitching in some areas their ideas, people are judging it. And then we have the organization where we call LASHRI, Lagos State Research Innovation Council, that will now take that pitch and see what they can do in terms of funding, link them to markets and so on and so forth. So, and then you can see some people doing training in robotics, some people doing Internet of Things, some people doing in all sectors. So the idea is to expose our young people to different areas of technology. So firewall, robotics, everything, so that people have different, and then we now link them with companies. They do internship, they get certification, and then of course they can build their company. So it's a gamut of ideas. How do we involve our young people in what is going on around the world, which is technology? How do we make sure that we create the human-centric capital for the world in Lagos? So the essence is for us to train, I think, about 50,000 or so youths in different skills, blockchain, technology, all sorts. So that if any company in the world needs anybody in terms of skills, Lagos can produce it. So that's the bottom line. And then we've spoken about what we are doing in terms of the infrastructure, building 2,500 kilometers of cable, doing all sorts of trade for. So we are building the infrastructure, and you can see that Lagos now has enormous amount of data centers coming around the here. So the technology is coalescing around Lagos. We spoke about data and data analytics, how Lagos is actually building the architecture to make sure that all our ministry, departments, and agencies now are front-facing digital surfaces that allow us to interact with our citizens digital. So the idea is you want to process your license, you want to do your physical planning approval, you can do it online, so that you don't need to come to Alausa or anybody who can interact with us. So the idea is, how do we make sure that our services are all digitized, and therefore our citizens are able to actually also know that. So part of it is also training our young people, and so we are doing a whole gamut. That's what you are saying.
So you talked about training 50,000 youths. And you talked about training 50,000 youths. How do you plan bringing them together, and what are the requirements to be part of it?
Well, so I think the Honorable Commissioner will give you better information. So we have a company, I think it's Semicolor. The name of the company is Semicolor. So they don't necessarily have to be in a physical location. Okay? So there will be different skills. There will be, like I said, blockchain, there will be AI, there will be Internet of Things, and all sorts. So people will choose a different idea. You register online. And when you register online, based on your skill set, and then you do your distance digitally online. So you don't need to call. So you need just your laptop, you need your data, and then you go in there. So, but depending on what you choose, the timeline might be different. So for blockchain technology, it might be 3 weeks. For this, it might be 1 month. So depending, and then you get your certification, and then you are able to work online. Notice a lot of negotiators are working online today, working for various companies around the world. So the idea is to create that market where if they need anybody, they can get it from us. Okay?
Thank you very much.